How are you? I hope you all are studying well. So children, you know that science gives us enormous knowledge about different things around us. It also tells us how we all are connected to each other. All the living organisms are connected to each other. The importance of life, the importance of nature and the things in the nature is told to us through science. So let's talk about animals in this chapter called Animals Around Us. Okay, the planner says we are going to talk about the different types of animals, homes of animals, eating habits of animals, uses of animals and protecting animals. So children, we know that the living organisms, okay, they include us human beings, plants and animals in a major way, isn't it? So let's relate this. Do you have a pet animal? And which animals can you keep as pets? Can you name some? Have you ever seen somebody keeping a lion as a pet? And why is it so? So children, we all love animals. Okay. Sometimes even looking at a wild animal also makes you feel, happy and scared at the same time, isn't it? So children, animals play a major role in the environment. So we all love to keep animals as pets as well. So, but we can't keep a wild animal as a pet because it is dangerous. They are ferocious animals, okay? And how much ever you try to tame them or you try to pamper them, still, their nature is that they are ferocious, okay? So that is the reason why we cannot keep all animals as pet animals, but there are certain animals which we can keep as pets. So these are like cats, dogs, okay. We can keep a rabbit also as a pet, okay. Some people keep a parrot as a pet. So there are certain animals that we can keep as pet. Fish we can keep as pet in the aquarium at home. So we cannot keep a lion because it is ferocious. Alright, now there are various animals around us. Some animals live with us while some live in forest, and animals hunt, animals like lion and all, they hunt other animals as food, and that's why they are more dangerous. Different animals live on different places. They have different food habits and are of different shapes and sizes. Now, let's talk about the different types of animals, okay. Some animals, they are very useful to us, okay. We keep them at our home or in our farms. They are called domestic or farm animals. So, like plants are useful to us, even animals are useful to us, alright. So, we keep certain animals that are useful to us in our home or in the farms. So, these animals are like cow, horse, sheep and goat, okay. Now, some animals, they live with us inside our homes. They are known as pet animals. They are like our family members. We must take care of them properly, okay. Cat, dog, parrot, rabbit. So children, what are the uses of this domestic animal? Like for example, cow. We use cow for what? Because it gives us milk, okay. Then we keep bulls or ox. What do? They plow the field, okay. The horse, it carries the load. It is used as a mean of transport. Then sheep, okay, we get wool from sheep. Goat, it's used as meat also, okay. So at the same time it gives milk also. So these animals are all useful to us, alright. Cat, dog, parrot, rabbit, they are all fun animals. They are pet animals. We pamper them. We love to have their presence in the house. Dogs are very faithful also, okay. Dogs are also used to, or not only used, they are actually trained. They are very sharp, they have a good brain, they are trained to catch criminals also. With the strong smell that they have, they can actually help in catching criminals as well. So you must have observed that certain dogs are used for with the police for patrolling or in the crime areas also, okay, crime scenes also. Now, some animals live in deep and dense forest. They are called wild animals. Some wild animals are big. So, lion, elephant, rhinoceros and giraffe, they are some of the animals which are wild animals, and they live deep and in deep and dense forests. Some wild animals are small, okay, like deer, snake, jackal or squirrel. They are small animals. We can see wild animals in a zoo or a national park. A zoo is a place where wild animals are kept in some limited space where we can see them. A national park is a place where animals are kept free in their natural surroundings. So children, we are always curious, okay, although we can see the animals on the TV screen, but we are always curious to see them in real, isn't it? But is it possible for us to go to the forest to see them? No, it is not possible. Is it safe? No, it is not safe for us as well. So what do? We can go to a zoo and see these animals in the zoo. Okay, they have limited space for themselves where they can roam around freely. At the same time, there is a fence involved which keeps us away from them and safe. Okay. Now, secondly, there is also a national park. So, sometimes we go on a jungle safari, okay, where these animals are roaming free in their area. So, but in that area, it is their area. So, we have to be quiet. We cannot tease them, otherwise they will attack us. Okay. Now, act on. Write D for domestic animals, P for pet animals and W for wild animals. So, dog is a pet animal, lion wild. Okay. Then you have cow, which is domestic. You have jackal, wild. Okay. Then this is a cat, it's a pet. Okay. Bear, wild. Donkey, it's a domestic animal. Okay, it is also called a beast of the burden. Okay, then you have horse, which is domestic, and you have deer, which is wild animal. All right. Now that we know about the different types of animals, it's time to know about the homes of animals. Just like the way we have a house which protects us and gives us shelter, even animals have their own houses where they feel safe and secure. Okay. So, different animals live in different places. Some animals make homes while others live in natural shelters. Okay. Lions, tigers and bears, they live in caves, okay, or dens. They live in small groups. Okay. Next, elephants, deer and other animals take shelter under trees. They live in large groups. So, animals like bear and lion and all this live in small groups, okay, only their family, and they live in caves or dens. Okay. Whereas, you will always see elephants, deers and all in larger groups. Okay. And they don't have a fixed place where they stay. They keep roaming around, okay, or wandering around. Monkeys, they sleep on trees. Birds build their nests on trees. Now, there are some animals that live in water and we call them aquatic animals. Okay. Now, there is a fact check. Children, do you know this? There is this bird which is called the cuckoo bird. Now, cuckoo bird is a lazy bird. It does not build its own nest. It lays its eggs in other birds' nest. So, it is a lazy bird. It does not, it lays eggs, but in some other bird's nest and does not take care of them. They are taken care of by the other birds. Okay. Animals like rabbits, snakes, rats and moles, they live in holes or burrows dug in the ground. Okay. Some animals live both on land as well as in the water. Okay. The frog, tortoise and they are also called amphibians. Okay. Now, act on. Who lives in a den? Lion. Fish lives in water. Deer lives in larger groups. Okay. Now that we know where they live and the different type of animals, let's talk about their eating habits. Okay. Different animals have different eating habits. Animals that eat only plants, okay, or plant products like fruits, nuts, vegetables. What are they called? They are called herbivores or herbivorous animals. So, there are animals like elephants, okay, there are animals like giraffe. They eat only plants or plant products. So, they are called herbivores. Okay. Now, elephant, zebra, they are all herbivores. Animals that eat only flesh of other animals. What are they called? They are called carnivores or carnivorous animals. So, example is lion, crocodile, they all eat the flesh of other animals. Now, animals that eat both plants and the flesh of other animals, they are called omnivores or omnivorous animals. Okay, human beings are also considered as omnivorous because there are certain people who eat both vegetarian as well as non-vegetarian food. Vegetarian means plants and fruits and all, and non-vegetarian means meat of other animals. So, human beings, crow, these are all termed as omnivores. Okay. Animals that eat dead animals are called scavengers. Okay, they help to keep the environment clean by eating dead the animals. Okay, so when the animal is dead, okay, suppose the animal has been hunted by the lion eats how much ever he wants of that animal, and then okay, the remains of that animal are eaten by these scavengers. Okay, now fact check. Animals that eat only fruits, they are called frugivorous animals. So, there are certain animals that eat only fruits like flying fox and some varieties of bats are examples of such animals. Now, let's see how animals are useful to us through uses of animals. We keep domestic animals to get food or other things from them. Let us see the uses of such animals. Animals give us food. Okay, some animals like cow, buffalo and goat, they give us milk. We should drink milk every day. Many other products like curd, cheese, butter, cream, etc. What are they made up from? They are made from milk. Okay, so animals, these are the animals that give us milk, and milk products are prepared from them which are good for our health. Okay. Some animals such as hen, geese and ducks, they give us eggs. Eggs are also very healthy for us. We also use them in cakes and pastries. So, eggs are also, eggs and the meat of animals is also good for our health. Okay. Now, some people eat flesh of animals like hen, goat, sheep, fish, etc. Okay. The flesh of the animal, the meat that I was talking about, okay, we get from goat, hen, fish. Okay. We also get honey from the beehives. Okay. So, you must have seen that the bees prepare their own hives. Okay. So, there are many bees that come together, and there is one queen bee, okay, who is the one who helps the other bees in getting the entire hives made, and that's when okay, the honey comes from these hives, which is very good for our health. Okay. Honey bees live in beehives and they store honey in them. Okay. They suck the nectar from the flowers, and then that nectar is taken to their hives, and then it is collected there, and then that's how we get honey. Okay. Now, animals give us clothing. It's not only the food part of it that we get. Okay, we also get our clothes from them. Okay, we get wool from the soft fur or hair present on the body of yak and sheep. It is used for making woolen clothes. Okay, sheep gives wool, and from then we get the woolen clothes. We get silk from silkworms. It is used to make silk clothes. Okay, we get leather from the skin of some dead animals like snake, camel, kangaroo and crocodile. Leather is used to make wallets, jackets, shoes, bags, etc. Okay. So, when these animals die, okay, the skin which is left over is used as leather. Okay, it is termed as leather, and then used for making different items that we use. Okay. Now, act on. Write the names of animals from whom we get the following things. Silk thread we get from silkworm, milk, cow, leather, you can say camel or snake, eggs, hen, honey, bees, Wool, sheep. Okay. Now let's look at the other uses of animals. Okay. The dung of animals like cows, buffaloes, horses and camels is used as manure. What is the dung? It's the waste, okay, the body waste of the animals, okay. So it is used as manure. Dried dung is used as a fuel, okay. Animals like horse, mule, camel, donkey, elephant and pony, they are used for carrying loads. They are also used for riding. They make our work faster and easier. They are called beasts of burden. So children, in the villages and all, generally in rural areas and all, you must have seen that the animal waste or the dungs, okay, is collected by people, and then it is used as fuel because it is dried, and that dried portion is used as fuel to cook food. Okay. At the same time, it is also used as manure, okay, and it is used for the in the soil for the growth of plants. Also, it is spread around in the house for the as walls and all. Also, it is used somewhere in the wall, also in the construction of the houses, also in the rural areas. Okay. Now, camel is also called the ship of the desert. Okay, it can travel a long distance without food and water. Okay. Now, camels, this is a fact check. The camels, they have humps. Inside this hump, the food and water is stored, and that is the reason why the camel can go without food and water for months together. Okay. Now, there are certain animals like the horses, mule and all, which carry the loads for us, okay, on their back, and that is the reason why they are called the beasts of burden. Ox, it helps farmers in farming to plow the fields. Okay. So, dogs, they are very faithful and they are very clever animals. They guard our houses. Sniffer dogs are used by the police for investigations. Cats also keep mice away. Okay. So, if you see, the animals are really of a lot of use. Feathers of some birds are used to make pillows, quilts and shuttlecocks. Okay. Horns and hooves of animals are used to make things like jewelry, furniture, decorative items and lot many other things. Okay. So, this feathers of different birds and all is used for making different items like the quilt. Okay. So, if you ask them, they will if you go to the shopkeeper and all, they say that it is used, they have used feather, okay, instead of using the cotton or instead of using the wool which is there, and that is the reason why it is soft and it is not very heavy to lift also. Okay. Now, there are different animal horns and hooves. Okay. Hooves are the feet of the animals which are used to make different items. Okay. Now, like the combs and the ornaments and all. But children, it is not safe to hunt the animals for that. It is only used after they are dead. Okay. Animals help us in so many different ways. We must take care of these animals. We must provide them proper food and shelter. We must also be kind to animals, okay, because they are useful to us. We are all dependent on them as well. Now, let's talk about different ways by which we can protect the animals. Okay. Many animals have been killed by human beings for food, skin, sports, medicine or fun. Okay. As a result, many animals, many wild animals have become extinct. Extinct means they are no longer there on the surface of the earth. Okay. They have disappeared. Dinosaurs, dodo bird and mammoth elephants, they are all extinct animals. So, we do not see dinosaurs anymore, we do not see dodo bird and all, because they are all dead. They are all gone from the surface of the earth. Okay. Many animals are in danger of becoming extinct. Such animals are called endangered animals. So, there are still certain animals which are living, but in very small numbers, and as soon as these numbers are over, okay, and there is no more of the same kind, they will be termed as extinct. Till the time they are termed as endangered animals. All right. Now, Tiger, peacock, elephants, panda and Indian rhinoceros are some examples of endangered animals. Okay, so we have to protect these animals, right? They need to be protected to save from extinction. Fact check. World Wildlife Fund WWF is an organization working for the protection of animals to save them from extinction. Okay, what happens is people kill them, they hunt them, okay, for different items that they get from them. For example, for the tiger skin, the tigers are killed. And when these animals are killed, okay, slowly and gradually their population ends. Okay, that is the reason why we need to save them. So, World Wildlife Fund is looking after protection of animals. Now, act on. Write D for animals which you think are dangerous and N for the animals which are not dangerous. Okay, lion, dangerous. Monkey, not dangerous, it's okay. Deer, not dangerous. Rabbit, not dangerous. Elephant can be dangerous at times, okay, if you tease them, but otherwise they are not dangerous. Cat, not dangerous. Tiger, dangerous. Jackal, dangerous. Okay, now let's look at the gist of the chapter. Animals that live with us are called domestic and pet animals. Animals that live in deep and dense forest are called wild animals. We can see wild animals in a zoo or in a national park. Some animals, they build their homes, while others live in natural shelters. Now, some animals live in water and some live on land and in water both. Plant-eating animals are called herbivores, flesh-eating animals are called carnivores, and both plant and flesh-eating animals are called omnivores, and that who eat remains of dead animals are called scavengers. Animals that can be tamed for food or work. What are they called? They are called domestic animals. We get our food like milk, egg, meat and honey from animals. We also get silk, wool and leather from animals to make clothes. Animals like horse, camel, ox and elephant help us to carry loads and work faster. We also use animals' dung as manure. We also get feathers, horns and hooves from them. Dogs and cats are also kept at our home to help us. Animals that have disappeared from earth are called extinct animals, while the animals that are in danger of disappearing are called endangered animals. Now, let's look at the terminologies through the term bank. Habitat means the natural home of animals. Okay. Tamed means to be trained, okay, to train them. Manure is the food for plants. Sniffer dogs. Now, these dogs have a strong sense of smell and they are generally kept by the policemen to catch the criminals. Extinct, disappear from the surface of the earth. Okay, now it's time to evaluate you all. Tick the correct option. We use dash in cakes and pastries. Milk, meat or eggs. We use eggs. We get wool from hen, sheep or silkworm. We get it from sheep. Dash is used as fuel, leather, honey or dung, dung. Dash helps farmers in farming. Ox, horse or mule, it is the ox. Dash has a strong sense of smell. Cat, donkey or dog, it's the dog. Okay, now match the following columns. Monkey, okay, where does the monkey live? On the tree. Lion in the den. Bird in the nest. Okay, cow, cow lives in the green field and fish in sea. Circle the correct answer. Domestic or wild animals are tamed for food or work. Which ones? The domestic animals. We get wool from skin or hair of yak. We get it from the hair of yak. Okay. Shoes are made of silk or leather. They are made of leather. Elephant or ox is used to carry loads. It's the elephant. For making shuttlecock, we need hooves or feathers. We need the feathers. Alright, now circle the odd one out. Dog, cat, rabbit, horse. Which is the odd one out here? It's the horse. Giraffe, because it is the horse, because the rest are pet animals, okay, and horse is a domestic animal. Giraffe, sheep, cow or jackal? Jackal, because jackal is wild and dangerous, okay. Now, it is also a scavenger. Elephant, snake, squirrel or deer? It is the snake, because it is carnivores. It eats the other animals, okay, flesh eating. Fish, whale, dolphin or tortoise? It's the tortoise, because tortoise can stay on land. The rest live in water. Peacock, tiger, dinosaur or panda? It is the peacock, okay, because peacock is a bird. Alright. Now, answer the following questions. Define the following terms, okay. Pet animals, animals that are kept inside the house for fun, okay, and to take care of, are pet animals. Domestic animals are animals that are tamed and kept on our farms for our use. Wild animals are the animals that live in deep and dense forests, okay. Now, what's the difference between a zoo and a national park? Zoo is a place where animals are kept in a limited space for people to look at them, and national parks are the places where the animals are kept inside a fence but in a larger area, okay, and they are left free in a larger area. Name two animals that live on trees, birds and monkeys. How can you describe animals on their eating habits? We can say there are different types of animals, like the omnivores that eat both the flesh of other animals as well as the plants. Then we have herbivores that eat only the plants. Then we have carnivores, which that includes animals that eat the flesh of other animals. And then we have scavengers who eat the dead and decaying material of other animals, okay. Now, how are animals useful to us? Animals are useful to us in different manners, okay. The animals are used we get eggs from the hen and geese, okay. We get milk from animals, we get the leather from animals, from the skin of the animals. Then we get hen lays eggs which we get from animals. So, there are different uses of animals, okay. Now, name three products made by milk, okay. What are the three products? We can say cheese, butter, paneer, okay. How do we get honey? We get honey from honeybees, okay. The honey is collected from the bee hives, okay. What are beasts of burdens? The animals that help to carry the loads in the farms, okay, or that help the people, the human beings to carry loads, are called the beast of burdens, okay. And who is called the ship of the desert and why? Camel is known as the ship of the desert. It helps people to move from one place to another in the desert, okay, and it is known as the ship of the desert because it can go without food and water for days together from one place to another, okay. Now, fun zone. Write the names of the following animals. Take the help of the pictures. Who is the king of the jungle? Lion. Who is the most clever animal? The clever fox. Tall animal? Giraffe. Wisest animal is known as the owl. And foolish animal is a donkey, okay. Now, you have to make a collage with the pictures of domestic and wild animals, okay. Also paste their products in your scrapbook. Now, solve the crossword, okay. First one, it is a common pet animal. What is it? It's a cat, okay. Now, second across, hen gives us this, eggs, okay. We get this from silkworm. What do we get? We get silk, okay. The next one, 4 across, beast of burden, elephant. You know, elephant carry a lot of wood, the logs of wood on their back, okay. At the same time, they carry people also, alright. Now, who is known as the ship of desert? Camel. Animal that gives us wool is sheep. Okay, now field activity. Plan a trip to a zoo with your teacher or parents. See different types of animals and write down the things you observe in your notebook. Okay. Now, life skills and values. Animals too are living beings. We should not tame or hurt them. They too have the right to live freely and happily. Do you have a pet? And how do you take care of it? So children, let them live happily. Do not tease them. Do not bother them. Okay. Take good care of them, even if it is a pet animal. Okay. Put some grain and water in a bowl on your house terrace. You will see the birds will come there to eat. Do it daily. Okay. Hustle and bustle. Find out and collect some Indian stamps with different pictures of animals. Paste them in your scrapbook and write the names of the animals below each stamp. Also, find out some other things on which the pictures of animals can be seen. So children, this is the activity that you need to do. But before you do this activity, you need to reread the chapter first. Then you have to solve all the exercises properly, okay? And then you can get on to the activities and finding more information about animals and how they are useful to us. Alright children, get going.